In the middle of the night, I'll go walking in my sleep.
Don't do that in this
No.
world. And welcome to the Ruby Tuesday. My name is Ruben.
And I'm Kay.
And today we're talking about Into the Night, ending explained, and some spoiler moments from the series that stood out to us. So be warned, this is spoilerific. We're going to help you understand what's happened at the end and where season 3 is possibly going to come in.
But if you haven't seen it, don't spoil it. Go watch it first.
Spoilers.
This is probably not a spoiler that you wouldn't have already thought of. People die. Quite a few people die in this season. Some of them will really make you sad. Some of them you'll go, yes, because you didn't really like that person. Mm-hmm. And some of them have the most amazing redemption story. So I'm going to start with that one.
Okay, yeah, cool.
So the character of Rick, who we love to hate because he's just... he's one of these... Weasels. He's a weak weasel. And you feel for him because he's been manipulated and betrayed and used, and he's got this horrible relationship with his mother who's so mean to him. And there's obviously a brokenness about him. But he keeps doing stuff that gets people hurt and sometimes gets people killed.
Yeah.
And you just kind of just want him to change. You want him to... So anyway, in this season, he gets stabbed, and then he actually saves all of their lives by taking a truck full of gasoline and driving it straight at the enemy and blowing them all up.
And it was just in time because the sniper was about to take out the helicopter pilots.
Yeah.
And that would have killed them all. So, yeah, although he was true to his character throughout the 2 seasons, there was one moment where he was like, I'm stabbed. I can save my friends.
Anyway. Yeah.
I can do something good with the last
moments. He finally found the courage that he'd been looking for his whole life.
It was great.
And it was such a good moment.
Yeah.
And so necessary.
We also, I was kind of shocked but not shocked, where we had the mother and the child that was constantly sick. I always had in the back of my mind, when are these two going to die? Because there was this relationship they'd formed to make this guy... Ayaz. He's kind of in love with them, but it's more of a protection relationship. And I thought that was a redemption kind of story arc for him, which I really liked. And then getting rid of those would have been great for him because it gives him much more depth, which I appreciated because he goes much more dark. There's always something dark, is what I like about his character. But now you're just worried about the consequences of those people dying, the people that he cared for, because it seemed like there wasn't much that he cared for, and giving him something to care for kind of sates that darkness.
Yeah.
And now
he's dangerous, like seriously dangerous. And actually that is exactly what happens right at the end, which brings us to the whole ending of the season. It's the culmination of like all of the stuff that's happening and all of this jeopardy and all of the dangers and, you know, all the stuff that's happening. And then I was screaming at the TV. Why did you do that? Because he shoots the guy like in the face who's coming to rescue them. They're so screwed. Their plane is completely destroyed by the crazy lady. They're absolutely stuck in a frozen wasteland in the middle of nowhere with no supplies other than seeds that they need to grow in order to live. They can't grow them. They're in the middle of a frozen... Everything's frozen. So they're going to have to eat the seeds. Who's going to come and save them? There are no aeroplanes because they've been, you know, blown up, and the one that they had has been destroyed by a crazy lady. And then a submarine comes to find them, to rescue them. And in his rage, he turns around and shoots the guy. And you're just like, oh no, why did you do that?
Okay.
Because it just feels like there was hope. For a moment, there was hope. You've got the other guys coming to find them on a helicopter. Whether they'll actually get there without freezing first, we don't know. But they probably will. So they're coming to basically rescue them, although they're saving themselves. And these guys in the submarine, I mean, that's the best way. You're mobile, but you're safe from the sun. That would have been amazing.
The thing is, this is where we're talking about the ending explain.
Yeah.
They're making the submarine look like the good guys. But if you think about it logically, they're probably the guys who blew up both airports. The Russian...
Why, though?
because they want the seeds. Because they know how. So they're running, was like, please don't shoot me. Please don't shoot me. We mean you no harm. At the same time, they're using torpedoes to destroy.
Are they, though?
I
Because
don't
there's
know.
no evidence of that.
There is no evidence yet of who blew up both airports.
They're certainly suggesting that it was the submarine.
But they have, like, if you think logically who we've been shown so far, they're the ones with the power, the ability to do it. Although they were suggesting also that they were the good guys and we've come to help you. Why? How did they even know they were there in that location?
Yeah. You know, it's all a bit out there. We don't know what's going to happen. But the big reveal, the big spoiler at the end is the rat. So it gets established early on that they were experimenting with shielding, some kind of a shielding that would protect the rats from the effects of the sun. And so they were trialing various different things. And Horst, the engineer, he was basically like leading these experiments. He's now had to escape from the evil military people on the helicopter. But in the morning they come in the night, sorry, which is their morning, which is weird. In the night after the sun has set, they come outside and something is moving under one of these containers and they lift it up and there's a live rat and they're like, Horst did it.
Yeah, the female soldier goes, Horst did it. Which leads us into thinking what's going to happen with season 3 is that these two groups that are now our enemies, Horst has leverage, or that group has leverage to get them, I don't know, whatever
but Horst
they need.
doesn't know that he's done it.
So they will have to contact them. So if they end up at the bunker with the seeds, then that group that is at the bunker with the live rat, the soldiers, will have to contact them. They'll have to basically link up. Otherwise, we're going to have this whole world where you could grow stuff.
You could survive.
You could survive.
Potentially.
But people just need to stop killing each other.
Yes.
At the same time, we have the Turks now in the mix. We have the Russians soldiers with the... what are they, British soldiers? They're American soldiers. They're mix.
No, they're Belgian, aren't they?
Ah, yeah.
From NATO?
Ah, yes, that's right. I think there was a mix though.
There was a mixture of languages: French, Russian, Italian.
I remember the
Turkish.
one when they were introducing themselves and they were like, "Oh, I'm from here." Especially when they got to the ice bunker and they're introducing themselves to the lady, and every single person's from another place. I was like, "Well, yeah." Anyway, yeah. So we have our main characters at all different places. And the season 3 is going to have to be somehow linking those characters up again, unless
there's a season 4.
Or I think there's going to be. I think there's another group that we haven't seen yet.
Yes,
I think those are the people that are blowing up because they want the stuff for themselves, which is logical. I think we're
dumb at the same time.
I think we're going to get more flashbacks, like they did in season 2 with new characters to explain what has happened and why we had that. And so season 3 is probably going to be our groups kind of meeting up with new characters, the Turks. Sorry, my cat is attacking the light for some reason. New characters, but also old characters meeting up together. Along the way, we're going to lose some of our favorites again. It does seem to be shaving off and making our crew. Although I love the pilot, I think he's been consistent and trying not to freak out the whole time.
Yeah.
So I definitely don't want him to die. I like the lady that killed one of the soldiers, Sophie, because I think she's strong and logical. If you're going to be in a post-apocalyptic world, she would be a great character to be with. And the really, really angry dude who just killed a Turk, Ayaz, I think I would want him on my team because he's super strong.
Yeah.
Like mentally, physically. Those are the 3 guys.
And he'll do the dirty work.
Yeah, he will. Those are the team that I want, but I don't think they're all going to survive somehow.
No, I don't think so either.
So let us know in the comments below, who do you think is going to get season 3? What are you hoping for? Let us know if we missed anything special.
I mean, a lot happened.
There's a lot going on. I'm sure we did. Thanks so much for watching this, but most of all, until next time, remember.
Live long on Tuesday.
Yeah.